Bed last night to catch up on some sleep. I posted something on X. Did this really happen, or have I hit my head and I'm hallucinating? Is it really this good? Did it go this well? Right now, the Democrats are left wondering, how could this have happened? And a lot of us are wondering, how didn't you see that this was going to happen? How did you not recognize that the policies of the Biden-Harris administration weren't working and Kamala Harris was the worst possible choice you could have come up with? Hearing the smart kids say that she ran a flawless campaign is so spectacularly stupid. Kamala Harris refused to explain how she was going to undo what her administration did. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. Look, we're going through stages here. We're all going through something. The reaction from the left and people I've seen on social media is so alarming. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's impacted my personal life. I lost a lifelong friend last night. Not going to be browbeaten because we disagree politically. A lot of these people are really, really unhinged right now. And I know it's fun to make fun of them. I know it's kind of pleasurable to watch their misery. I'm going to you're going to get mad at me, and that's all right. I don't think there's any joy in delighting in the agony of other people. Like I was trying to tell people yesterday, if you beat somebody up, if your kid stands up to the schoolyard bully and your kid pops the schoolyard bully in the nose and the schoolyard bully goes down and the fight is over, you don't go up to the kid with his back on the ground and then kick him in the head or spit in his face. The American people spoke. The American people screamed their disapproval of the Democrat Party. And you understand the significance of winning the popular vote, right? Every time I say more than half the country supports Trump and a different direction, I always get somebody pushing back at me in the audience saying, you always exaggerate that. That's not true. That's not true. Well, according to the 2024 election, that is literally true. That is technically and scientifically true. More than half the country has rejected the Democrat playbook. More than half the country supports Donald Trump. There's no way around that. When he wins the popular vote, and he did, pretty easily actually, you recognize that these are inconvenient truths that they have to accept. But I will only say, I'm not going to hit you over the head with this, and you can call me and get mad at me, and I don't mind. I mean, you can call me anytime, 800-655-MIKE. Show a little bit of grace to these people who are so upset. Show some compassion. You remember what it felt like when we went to bed in 2020, thought we had it in the bag, and we woke up, and suddenly Joe Biden got 81.3 million votes. More on that in just a moment, too. 81 million votes in 2020. Since 2008, no Democrat has ever gotten more than 69 million. All of a sudden, Joe Biden got 81 million votes in 2020. Wow. It's like the old game. One of these things is not like the other. John Kerry in 2004 got 59 million votes in his losing effort. When Barack Obama won in 2008, he got 69 million votes. When Barack Obama won again in 2012, he got 65.9 million votes. Get a pattern here going? Hillary Clinton, in her losing effort, got 65.9 million votes. So go back to 2004 for the Democrats, 59, 69, 65, 65. In 2020, Joe Biden got 81.3 million votes. But in 2024, Kamala Harris got 66.4 million. In other words, the Democrat candidate in 2024, Kamala Harris, got pretty much in the ballpark of what the Democrat always gets, going back to 2004. The only anomaly was 2020 and Joe Biden. If you're going to tell me that there was a groundswell of support for a guy who never left his basement, I'm going to just have to respectfully tell you, you're the one hallucinating. You're the one who hit your head. You're the one who's smoking something. It didn't happen. We all know it. But guess what? It happened and we got through it and it's over. And we can't wallow in it. And we shouldn't be shrieking and we shouldn't be ending lifelong friendships because the election didn't turn out the way we wanted it to turn out. I want you, again, I don't want to beat you up over it. I simply want to urge you to have some grace, have some patience. If it's friends, if it's family members, if it's your son, your daughter, your mom, your dad, have a little bit of compassion because they are really hurting. And I don't like the feeling of taking joy, taking satisfaction from other people's misery. It shouldn't be who we are. I know it feels kind of good in the moment. Maybe you feel satisfied. Trump has said it over and over again. Winning is the success. That's it. Not gloating, not spiking the football, not taunting people because it didn't go their way. And people are just, Bette Midler, she has over 2 million followers on X. I'm so jealous of her. I mean, I cracked 71,000, and I'm proud of that. I'm just a big mouth talk show host with the little engine that could. Very proud of the show, but I got 70. She has over 2 million followers. She deleted her account yesterday. She just abandoned 2 million of her fans. 2 million people who love her, who love her work, appreciate her. She deleted her account. Couldn't take it anymore. Done. A guy from a Broadway musical called Book of Mormon. I'm trying to track this down. I haven't been able to 100% confirm it because sometimes things you see on social media are really, are not true. I hope it's not true. He played a character in a hit Broadway musical called Book of Mormon. It's a very edgy, dark, it's funny and it's well done, but if you're a person of faith, if you're spiritual, you wouldn't like the show. I mean, it's very, very, it's blasphemous. And there is one number, for example, that is as blasphemous as it can get. Okay? Just as blasphemous as blasphemy is. If you know the show, you know the number I'm talking about. It's said in African because it's all about Mormon, missionaries who go to Africa. And the song is so bad, I can't even sanitize it for you. I wouldn't dare try to tell you the name of the song. It's African, and then it translates into the worst thing you could ever possibly say. I wouldn't say those words out loud, even if I abbreviated it or used a letter. But the message is to disparage God himself, okay? According to something I saw, this actor, this Disney star, said that his takeaway of this week's election is, and then he used that phrase. And I thought, gosh, you're so broken and so dark and so lost right now. And I hope and trust that he'll forgive you for putting that in front of your millions of followers. That's how bad it is. But that's how upset they are. They're some of them are gone. They're absolutely gone. Just have a little bit of patience and a little bit of grace and compassion and love. Because like I said yesterday, we're different than they are. They wouldn't give us that kind of compassion. They wouldn't be treating us with any kind of grace or kindness. They'd be taunting us and rubbing our face in it. But that shouldn't be who we are. We won. And now the country has a chance to recover. Welcome in. It's Thursday, November the 7th. You may disagree with me. That's okay. 800-655-MIKE. Join us because we're all feeling great. We got a lot of layers and a lot of things to unpack here. 800-655-6453. Give us a text on the MyPillow text line or give us a call. However you get here because I want to put your voice front and center.